You're listening to quality Bible teaching, along with Christian news and information 24 hours a day to keep you and your family informed. This is Bott Radio Network. We're in the air for good.
Well, that is the Bott Radio Network, and that's where I work. And I have been working in the advertising field for like 30 plus years. It's kind of scary. I've sold television time. I've worked at radio stations, television stations, cable interconnects, as well as working for advertising agencies. And my favorite part of it is to talk to the owners of the companies. So I want to make this video to share with you why it's really important that you strongly consider radio. Because, where am I? I'm in my car, okay? When you're in your car, there's only one medium that can reach you, really. It is the radio. And so what are they doing in their cars? They could be driving to your business. They could be thinking about buying a new car if you're an automobile dealer, and because they're not liking the way their car feels, the way it runs. And the only way to reach them when they're considering, because they're actually in the product that you sell, that you'd like to find them a replacement in, is by reaching them on the radio. Now, I know a lot of car dealerships are told by their manufacturers that they'd rather than buy local television or something video oriented so that they can put in all the disclaimers for all their specials and all their other stuff. But that's what everybody's doing. The one thing I've learned over the 30 years that I've been in advertising is that it's highly important that, first of all, you analyze your competition. Who's the number one person or number one company in your industry, in your area? Find out what they're doing and do something different. You cannot compete with people that are already, if everybody's advertising and trying to reach the same pool of people. You need to advertise to them where they are, and where they are is they're in their cars. And when they're in their cars, they're not watching television. They should not be scanning the internet to try and find things. That's another thing that I want to get into, which is the purchase process. The purchase process is, it's hard because business owners, I've found over the years many times, are so connected to their own industry and what's going on from the day to day, and they know their product inside and out. That's why they're so successful. But the customer that you're trying to reach doesn't know nearly as much about your product as you do. So you have to think about what their whole process for getting into your store or onto your website. First of all, so what I do is I usually ask them about something people periodically need but rarely are needing at that time, and that is with tires. Let's just say I ask the client, are you in the market for tires right now? Usually they say no, which is kind of what I want them to say. Okay, let's just say every morning you're driving to work and you're listening to Bott Radio Network, Christian news and information. You want to get your latest news and you want to get your inspiration for the day from Bott Radio Network. You can listen to it on our app, the Bott Radio Network app, which is great. But let's just say every day you're arriving to work and you're listening to Bott Radio Network, and you keep hearing Joe's Tires commercials. Joe's Tires commercials. You don't pay any attention to Joe's Tires commercial because guess what? You're not in the market for tires. But then you're driving your car and you have a flat tire and you need to get a tire. So now what are you going to do? No, I'm not trying to go for you're going to call Joe's Tires. No, what you're going to really do, let's think about it logically. You're going to go on your phone or your iPad and you're going to search for the closest tire stores near you, maybe on the Google Maps or something like that. Now you're on the buyer's guide. You are in the market for the product and you're at the buyer's guide, which now used to be the yellow pages or the want ads in the newspapers, but now it's obviously the search engines. So now you've got a list of a whole bunch of tire dealerships, tire companies, But the one that you recognize is the one that you've already been laid the groundwork for after listening to Joe's Tires every day when you're driving the car. So first you have to kind of prepare the customer before they're in the market for your product. So it's nice to understand you definitely do need digital. Okay, you need search engine optimization. And then you need, which is making sure that when I do the search for tires in my area, that you're one of the first tire stores that are on my page, on the display, on my Google search or my search engine search. Secondly, search engine marketing is when you actually take out an ad and you're proactively trying to reach people as they're surfing through the internet in order to find different products. So that is very, very, very important. But now, we know that it's important that you put your ad on the radio above all other mediums. I used to call them intrusive mediums. They intrude on your life and they're telling you about something that you may or may not be in the market for, because this is not a buyer's guide. The radio is not a buyer's guide. The radio is to prepare, to get a good image going, to if they are in the market for it, to immediately contact you. And with my station, which has really been a lot of fun to sell, I've never sold Christian radio news talk before, is our listeners are very, very, as you could well imagine, devoted because of the nature of our content. We've literally saved people's lives. We've had at least one listener that I know of that was going to commit suicide and pulled their truck onto a railroad tracks to kill himself, and flipped on Bott Radio Network, gave his life to Christ, and pulled off and is living a happy life to this day. So when you've got a station with content that powerful, that compelling, if you're advertising on it, you're in an environment where people trust the advertisers that are talking to them on their trusted Christian news radio network. So I think that for radio in general, I don't know that I'd ever sell music radio anymore, because you could get music on your phone or on your, and on your mobile device. You don't need to get it, and then you can get exactly what you want or exactly what you've downloaded. But news talk, to get people's information about what's going on in the world and to stay up to date, up to the minute something breaking happens, you're driving the car down the road, you're going to be listening to a news talk station that's going to tell you what's going on. And that's why I think news talk stations are the optimal place to try to reach your customers. Thank you very much. I'm Lisa Michaels with Bott Radio Network. You can reach me at 913-693-5842. That's 913-693-5842. And please, if you like this, please share it. Thank you, and have a very blessed day.
You're listening to quality Bible teaching, along with Christian news and information 24 hours a day to keep you and your family informed. This is Bott Radio Network. We're in the air for good.